Hello, future engineers and subscribers. In this video, I'm going to discuss in more details the problem on finding the moment of a force about a point and the moment of a force about an axis. And we will extend that concept and idea on finding the distance of the line of action of a force perpendicular distance to a point by means of the moment of a force about a point. Then the more important one, which is challenging supposedly, but if you are accustomed to solving problems on finding the perpendicular distance between two lines, then the better. We are talking here of lines that are free in space. So we're looking to find the perpendicular distance between them by means of the fact that we can compute also the moment of a force about a line. So here is the problem. Determine the resultant of the force and couple system shown if the force is applied at A, point O, B, point D. Also in part A, determine the point on the XY plane where the axis of the wrench intersects and determine the pitch. The force F1 has a magnitude of 880 newtons. Here is the figure. So upon observation, there are two forces, F1 and F2, which will going to combine and add to have the resultant force. And there are also two couples. So we will call this couple 3 and it is simply negative 900J because it is pointing the double arrowheads. The double arrowhead is pointing to the negative y direction, so that's negative 900J. While this couple is said to be parallel to the xy plane, so it is positive. This is the positive direction along z. So that's 1600 K Newton meter. So for F1, it is simply magnitude times unit vector from A to B. So A to B, that's going down 3 and going backward 7. So it is negative 3J, negative 7K. So F1 is 870 times quantity negative 3J minus 7K over square root of 3 square plus 7 square. So simplifying, F1 is equal to negative 342.7J minus 799.7 K to four significant figures. We then uh, put this F1 either at A or at B. So for simplicity, I'll put them at B and apply scalar approach in computing moment. So F1, so the resultant, which is F1 plus F2, can now be obtained. It is negative 342.7 and negative 540. Negative 540i, the one, there's only one component, x component. Then for j, negative 342.7 plus 360. Then for k, negative 799.7 plus 180. And simplifying, that would be negative 540i plus 17.30j minus 619.7 k newtons in vector form. So I put the components of F1 here to easily compute the moment, although I'll present two ways to solve for the moment of this force about point O. And I use here scalar approach. The positive sense would be this. So that means C sub 1x is positive 342.7 times 3 meters. The other component passes through x, so it's only C sub 1x is 342, positive 342.7 times 3. And that is equal to uh, 1028 Newton meter. C sub 1y, the positive sense is going that in that direction. This component is parallel to y, so it has no moment about y. So this 799.7 Newton component produces counterclockwise moment if we view it from the top. and that's the positive sense. So 799.7 times 4, that's C sub 1y. And finally, about the z-axis, this 799.7 is parallel to the z, so it has no moment. The positive sense of moment about the z-axis is in that direction, and this is the opposite direction. Obviously, it is clockwise if we position ourselves to the positive z direction. So it is negative 342.7 times 4, that's C sub 1z. Therefore, in vector form, C sub 1 is 1028I plus 3199J minus 1371K. But before that, let's show that by vector approach, it is the same. So it is either ROA cross F1 or ROB cross F2. I will leave the other one. So this is C sub 1. I leave ROB cross F1 for your alternate verification that C sub 1 is indeed equal to that. I'll just use ROA cross F1. So these are the options. C sub 1 is ROA cross F1 or ROB cross F1. But I'll present this. OA is going to the right 4, positive 4i, going forward, positive 10j, going upward, going forward 10k rather, parallel to the z, then going upward along y3. So that is 4, positive 3, and positive 10. So C sub 1 is components of R, 4, 3, 10, then components of the force F1, then the unit vectors ijk. We copy the elements of the first two columns. So let's check. For I, 3 times negative 79.7, then minus negative, so plus 342.7 times 10, check if it is 1028 Newton meter. For J, we have 0, 10 times 0 times a 0, then minus negative, so positive 799.7 times 4, which verifies this value 799.7 times 4. For K, 4 times negative 342.7 minus 0 times 3, so 0. So 4 times negative 342.7 is the same as that. So we conclude as you check, verify for I, 3 times negative 799.7, then plus 342.7 times 10, if you will get 1008. So C sub 1 is verified to be the same. That's positive, then negative up to the right. So checking, we have C sub 1 is the same. 1028I plus 3198J minus 1371K. As I said, so that you have something to do with in this problem, I want you to verify that C sub 1 is the same using this ROB cross the force F1, where OB is simply 4I plus 3K, so 0J. So that's C sub 1. For C sub 2, it's already given F2. So by scalar approach, I'll put the components here at C. There's no other point of application of F2 except at C. So these are the components. So moment about OX would be positive sense in that direction, which is the same as that of 180. So 180 times 5. 540 is parallel to X, so no moment. 360 passes through X if you extend. So it's only C sub 2X is 180, positive 180 times 5 by scalar approach, and that's 900 Newton meter. C sub OY is going that direction positive, but this is opposite. So it's negative 180 times 4. 540 passes through y and 360 is parallel to y, no moment. So negative 180 times 4, that's c sub 2y, and that's negative 720 Newton meter. Then about OZ, moment about OZ, 180 is parallel, so no moment. Both 540 and 360 are producing positive moment about OZ. They are counterclockwise if you position about the Z. So, but it's obvious from this viewing direction. So 540 times 5 plus 360 times 4, which is that. So C sub 2Z is 540 times 5 plus 360 times 4. So 4,140 Newton meter. Then C sub 2 therefore can now be defined. It is equal to 900I minus 720J, then plus 4,140K. But let's also prove by vector approach that C sub 2 has these components. So that is ROC, there's no other point where F2 acts or its line of action is defined except at C. So it is ROC cross F2 moment or C sub 2. So that would be going to the right 4I, then going up upward 5J. So 450. So C sub 2 is 450 components of F2, then unit vectors. Copy the elements of the first two columns. So let's check along I, 5 times 180 I, then minus 0. So we have here 5 times 180, which is correct, 900. Then for J, we have 0, then minus 180 times 4, which is this, negative 180 times 4. So negative 720 Newton meter. Then for K, 4 times 360 or 360 times 4. Then because that's negative, so plus 540 times 5. 360 times 4, 540 times 5. So that also checks. Therefore, C sub 2 is 900I minus 720J, then plus 4,140K. So we can now combine because C sub 3 is as mentioned earlier, it's obvious here, negative 900J, and C sub 4 is equal to 1,600K. So adding, that's the resultant couple, C sub 1 plus C sub 2 plus C sub 3 plus C sub 4 vectorially. So 1028I plus 900. So that would be 1928I. Then 3199J minus 720J minus 900J. Those are the things to be combined. Then for K, negative 1371K plus 4140K plus 1600K. Combining, we now have this resultant couple 1928I plus 1579J plus 4369K Newton meter. So for part B, point D, we will have that on the next slide. And for the distance also, perpendicular distance of the resultant from point uh, point on the we will determine the wrench and the intersection of the axis of the wrench with the xy plane, and let's also determine the pitch. So for the force uncouple system with the force acting at D, it is only the couple that will change. The force R remains the same when computed at D. So for the moment or couple at D due to F1, I'll use the scalar approach first. So these are the guide dx. So the positive sense of moment would be in that way. So 799.7 would be positive and 342.7 would be negative because it is in that direction. So 799.7 C sub R C sub D1 rather D1x is positive 799.7 times 5, then minus 342.7 times 3, where 3 is 6 meters. That's 6 meters minus 3 meters. So C sub D1x is 799.7 times 5 minus 342.7 times 3, and that's 2,970 Newton meter. C sub D1x due to F1 positive in that sense would be, this is positive sense, this 799.7 times 4, and that's the only component that has moment about dy because 342.7 is parallel to y. So for C sub D sub 1y, it's 799.7 times 4, and that's 3199 Newton meter. Then C moment due to dz, positive sense in that manner. This is parallel, so no moment, just this one. And since it is clockwise or in the negative direction, because the positive direction would be that, just like this moment due to 342 is the opposite. So it's negative 342.7 times 4, and that is uh, negative 1371 Newton meter. For the vector way, it is RDA cross F1 or RDB cross F1. There are two ways. So RDA cross F1 or RDB cross F1. If we have RDA, then you have to move forward 4, that's 4K, rightward another 4, that's 4I, then downward 2, that's negative 2J. And I will leave RDB for you as your another alternate solution so that you can practice. So I choose 4, negative 2, positive 4. Then components of F1x, so 4, negative 2, positive 4. Then components of F1 unit vectors, copy the elements of the first two columns. So let's check. We have negative 2 times negative 799 0.7, so that's positive, then minus this negative direction, and that's negative, so positive. So 2 times 799.7 plus 342.7 times 4. So you add and check if it is 2,970i. For J, that's 4 times 0, so 0. Then minus negative, so that's positive 799.7 times 4, which checks this value. Then for K, 4 times negative 342.7, then minus 0, so it's negative 4 times negative 342.7, which checks this, so negative 1371. So just check I, 2 times 799.7 plus 342.7 times 4, and it should be 2,970. So we conclude that the moment about the couple result for due to F1 is equal to 2970I plus 3199J minus 1371K Newton meter. For moment about D, due to this force F2, I'll have the scalar approach first. Let's put the components there. So moment about dx, 540 is parallel, so no moment. 180 passes through dx because they lie on the same plane. And only this 360 Newton component has moment about dx, and it is positive. If you position yourself here, it is counterclockwise about dx, or obviously it is positive. So 360 times 6, that's the moment arm. So C sub d2x is 360 times 6, that's 2,160 Newton meter. For moment about dy, positive sense would be in that direction, which is the moment due to 540, 540 times 6. This is parallel, so 180 is the opposite. So 540 times 6 minus 180 times 4. And that's C sub D2y. 540 times 6 minus 180 times 4, 2,520 Newton meter. Then moment about dz, positive sense would be in this manner, just like this. So it is, this one is parallel 180. 540 passes through this z-axis. Only 360 has moment and it is positive sense. So 360 times 4. So C sub D to Z is 360 times 4 positive. 1,440 Newton meter. So for the vector expression, there's no other way except RDC cross F2. So C sub D2 is also RDC cross F2. And there's no other way because there's only one point where F2 lies. So R sub DC is simply going back 6, negative 6k, going right 4. So 4i, 0j, negative 6k. So 4, 0, negative 6. Then components of F2, unit vectors, copy the first two column elements. So we have for I 0 minus negative, so that's positive 360 times 6, and that's the same as that. For j, we have positive 6 times 540 or 540 times 6, then minus 540 times 6 minus 180 times 4, which is this, which is equal to that also. Then for k, 4 times 360 minus 0. 4 times 360, which is that. So obviously, C sub D2 is quantity 2160I plus 2520J plus 1440K Newton meter. Then C sub 3, negative 900J. C sub D3, negative 900 J, because the couples are free vectors. Then C sub 4, C sub D4 is 1600K. Combining, so we have 2970 plus 2160. That's for I. For J, 3199 plus 2520 minus 900. Then for K, negative 1371. Then 1440 plus 1600. So this would be the result. R is the same, negative 540I plus 7.3J, then negative 619.7K. Then the resultant couple is at D is 5130I plus 4819J plus 1669K. So for the wrench and the pitch of the wrench, we will have that on the next slides. So for the wrench and the pitch of the wrench, we need the resultant force, uh, negative 540I plus 17.3 J minus 619.7 K, and the resultant couple, which is, it may be at any point. So that's 1928I plus 1579J plus 4369K. So the axis of the wrench is also the axis of R. So the twisting effect of the wrench would be C sub D, and that is obtaining the dot product of the resultant couple and the unit vector of R as shown in vector form. So we have C sub D is C sub R dot lambda of R then times lambda of R. So let's evaluate first the magnitude of the twisting couple, which is C sub R dot lambda of R, and this is equal to quantity 1928I plus 1579J plus 469K dot negative 540I plus 17.3J minus 619.7K divided by the magnitude of R square root of 540 square plus 17.3 square plus 619.7 square. So take note that that product is, we simply add the corresponding product of like terms, and that is equal to negative 4526.28 Newton meter. Because it is negative, the pushing direction of R and this twisting effect would be opposite. So they are opposite to each other. That's the reason of a negative value of the magnitude of C sub D. Then for C sub N, so we'll solve for C sub D in vector form by multiplying this by the unit vector of R again. So negative 4526.28 times this unit vector of the resultant force. And the result is equal to, so C sub T in vector form is 2973I minus 95.24J plus 3412K Newton meter. So C sub N is C sub R minus C sub D. So the wrench therefore is this resultant force and this C sub D here, which is 2973I minus 95.24J plus 3412K Newton meter. So the normal component of the couple is C sub R minus C sub D, and the result would be equal to this following manner here. So C sub N is equal to negative 1045I plus 1674J plus 954.957 K Newton meter. So we now find the point where the axis, this axis of the wrench are crosses this XY plane, and let's put the components there. So on this plane, we have to find xg and yg, the z component will be 0, and let's call that point g. So moment about y first to compute xg, positive sense would be in that direction, and that is equated to 1674. So the moment of the 619.7 is positive because it has the same sense as the positive sense of moment about the y-axis. The 540 Newton force when extended crosses the y-axis, and of course 17.3 30 is parallel to y, so no moment. So it is positive 619.7 times xg, and that's the moment about y-axis. So we equate that to this component of moment about the y-axis. So that is 619.7 times xg equals 1674. From there, we can solve xg, which is equal to 2.707 meter. Likewise, if we take moment about the x-axis by scalar approach, so 540 parallel to x, no moment. 17.3 when extended will cross the will pass through the x-axis, so no moment. Only 619.7 has moment about the OX axis, and that is negative because the positive sense should be in this direction, in this manner. So negative 619.7 times YG is equated to the X component of C sub n, which is negative 1045. So negative 619.7 YG is negative 1045. So YG is equal to 1.686 meters. Now we check the Z component of C sub n, which is 957. So based on these components of the resultant force and the calculated XG and YG, moment about this OZ axis is positive in that sense. So 17.30 is positive, 540 is also positive. That is 17.30 times xg and plus 540 times yg. So checking C sub nz, which is 957, is that equal to 540 times yg, which is 1.686, then plus 17.30 times xg, which is 2.701. So 957 C sub nz is approximately almost equal, and that's because of rounding of values. So that's fine. Okay. Therefore, the axis of the lens intersects the xy plane at point G, which is uh, 2.701, 1.686, 0 meter. So that's it for this axis of lens, the point of intersection with the xy plane. And let's now compute the pitch. The pitch resultant force magnitude times the pitch should be equal to C sub t. And the magnitude of the resultant is square root of 540 square plus 17.3 square plus 619.7 square times the pitch equals negative 4526.28. So pitch is negative 5.505 meters. So the meaning of this negative sign means that the axis of the lens, or while we twist the screwdriver or the wrench, the it will not advance forward but rather in the opposite direction. So that's the meaning of that negative value.